Welcome to Holy Week. As we turn our gaze towards the long road of darkness after Palm Sunday, where Jesus is met with happiness and joy and people shouting Hosanna, now we walk the dark road with Christ and encounter God as fully human. We meet the suffering God, a God that can relate to all the things in life that we experience. And I don't know about y'all, but for me, it's really an incredible time to get closer to God. I feel more connected to God during Holy Week probably than any other time in the liturgical year. Just because I know God suffered, and God suffers with me when I'm suffering. And in these stories of the Passion, we see Jesus experiencing all the realm of human emotion, from pain to anxiety to chaos to doubt to fear, all of it. And it's really comforting to know that God can handle all the emotions that we have and that it's okay. And in this season of Holy Week, I invite you all to sit in the confusion, in the fear, in the chaos of everything that's going on right now, in this global pandemic, in all the ways that it's affecting us and our families, especially our healthcare providers and people who are getting infected and people that have no resources or have lost jobs. It's a scary time. But I think that Holy Week reminds us that there isn't resurrection without death. And these dark moments in life have something to teach us. And as many great spiritual leaders have told us, pain is our greatest teacher. And I wonder if we can sit in these times and be present and be still and know that God is here and that God can transform this pain and this darkness and even death into something new and something better. But first we have to experience the shadow, the scary parts. Only in these hard times and in the pain and the darkness do we really allow God to open us up. God moves and transforms us in these moments of despair. And unfortunately, I know in my life, the greatest moments of growth and learning and healing have been through my darkest times, when things have died in my life or parts of me have been exposed, my shadow side that I've needed to be transformed. And I'm thankful that God walks with me during those times. So I invite us to walk with God during Holy Week. Be with Jesus. Hold him tight. Meditate on all the hard stuff and see what God brings up. See what God is trying to teach us in these times. I know that I'll never be the same. You'll never be the same, especially after this massive global pandemic. We'll never be the same. So what's God trying to teach us? Where is God trying to get us to go? What do we need to change? How do we need to grow? Have a blessed Holy Week. Amen.
Hi there. It's Palm Sunday, and it's a different Palm Sunday than we've ever experienced before, or at least most of us. I've always thought of Palm Sunday as being this kind of moment where two processions are happening simultaneously. You've got the procession of Jesus, and he's on a donkey and leading a colt, and his disciples and followers are around him, and they're in this sort of parade setting, right? They're jumping around and they're happy, and the people that are lining the roads, they're standing, they're throwing their cloaks on the ground, and they're waving these palm branches, and they're shouting, Hosanna, Hosanna, Hoshana. And it's just this wonderful moment. It's just this beautiful, beautiful moment. And then on the other side of the city, perhaps, Pilate's entourage is entering the city. It's a bunch of guards. The sun's kind of glinting off their armor and the ground shaking as they hit and step. And there's no waving or fanfare. There's just the silence, only marred by the thumping of feet and clopping of horses' hooves. And I think about that with Palm Sunday because there's two ways to enter into Holy Week, and Palm Sunday is that entrance. How will we enter Palm Sunday this year? Being shut in at home, will we duck behind door frames and not smile? Will we lament our situation and look at Holy Week as something that we can't even approach? Or will we walk into the virtual Holy Week, the virtual Jerusalem, and follow Jesus still? Will we be waving from our windows and from our computer screens? Will we be able to say, hey, this is still Palm Sunday? Whether it's here or in a church building makes no difference. I think that matters. And I think it matters a whole heck of a lot more than just Palm Sunday. I think it matters about everything that we approach right now. Palm Sunday could be that nodal moment where we realize how we approach things everywhere matters. How we're able to see the world and how we're able to commit ourselves to our faith no matter where we are. How we're able to realize that we are the church rather than the church building being the church. Yes, we all love our church buildings, and believe me when I tell you, I cannot wait till we're all back in them. But at this moment, realizing the truth of who we are as a church is to realize that we are that church, and that it matters how we approach things, because there are plenty of people in the world without faith right now, and we're the ones that are supposed to lift them up. You, me, Christians. It's our job right now to spread the good news of Jesus Christ by virtue of any kind of means that we can, whether it be, shouting it from a porch or saying it on YouTube, whether it be doing it with a phone call or a text message. However we can do that, however we can reach out, that's what really matters. So I think I would encourage all of us to look at this Palm Sunday as a moment where we make a decision. Will we be afraid? Will we sit in our homes and lock the doors? And will we refuse to see the grace of Holy Week and the grace of Jesus Christ? Or will we be able to, as Paul said, be content with our surroundings and know that this too shall pass? And in the meantime, do the work that's been given us to do. I wish you the best and most blessed of Palm Sundays. And I hope that you choose joy.